listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of you around the world listening to the sound of my voice. It's a beautiful but chilly day here in Gwinnett County. It's 48 degrees going up to a high of 63, so it's a little chilly today. I walked out there this morning. I went, whoa, it's kind of cold this morning. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day. It's Tuesday, April the 19th. I didn't mess up this time, y'all, because yesterday I know some of you were like, what the heck happened? I can't hear anything she's saying. That's because I had a show on Sunday. So on Sunday, I host a show called Popcorn and Politics. So if you haven't checked it out, be sure to tune in live every Sunday at 1 o'clock. Popcorn and Politics. You can go to Facebook. You can go to LinkedIn. You can go to YouTube. You can go to Twitter. And you'll see that show live every Sunday at 1 o'clock. So I co-host that show with my good friend Derek J. Wilson. And so Sunday, I did the show. And normally what I do is I turn the mic off after I finish the show. But I didn't turn it off Sunday. So yes, and so you know how you get into the habit of doing things and you do it the same way all the time. So it's like you just do it without thinking. Well, I forgot to turn the mic off Sunday. And because what happened was Derek and I kept talking after the show was over. So normally the show is over, I turn the mic off and I go on about my business. But we kept talking after the show was over and I forgot to turn the mic off. So yesterday morning when I came in to do the show, because I'm so used to the microphone automatically being off, when I did the show, the intro played. You could hear the intro. And then I cut the mic off thinking I was turning the mic on. And so for 13 minutes and 29 seconds, it was just me talking. You couldn't hear a thing because the mic was cut off. It was crazy. And I'm like, so when I realized it, like, wait a minute. The mic is off. By that time, I had did the first part of the horoscopes and everything and told my little stories and everything. But today I made sure that I was paying attention because I was also multitasking yesterday too as I was getting ready to do the show. Today I made sure I paid attention because normally when I come in, I go testing so I can see the green bars where the mic is hot. I didn't do any of that yesterday. I was multitasking. But I got up early this morning. I got my exercise on, got a little inspiration going on, and so I'm good. I went to bed last night, too. Now, when I say I went to bed, I mean I went to bed around 11:30, which is early for me because I haven't been sleeping very well. But guess what I found out? And I think I've heard this before. But I found out that, because I say to myself, well, I know I'm not eating a whole lot. I'm trying not to eat past 9 o'clock. Well, I wasn't sleeping either. Because I was staying up to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, getting back up between 6 and 7 every morning. So I wasn't getting a lot of sleep. And so even though my eating habits weren't the absolute worst, they weren't the best. And then lack of sleep and then stressed out about doing all this stuff that I'm doing that I can't. Mostly stressed out about events. Like I was so stressed out about these events that I got coming up. And not my regular events, not my Breakfast Club event, because that's fine. I'm used to doing that one. That's pretty simple. We show up at the Peachtree Cafe downtown Lawrenceville. We chit-chat. We have some good food. And we talk business over breakfast. That's perfect. That's perfect for me. It's these other events. Like I'm hosting the Blacks United, the Building the Black Metaverse, the Atlanta Black Tech Symposium in July. That's stressing me out because I can't wait for that to be over. I was going to be doing these cereal eating contests, which was supposed to be this Saturday, but because I didn't get enough registrations, I canceled that. So that became less stress. So I refunded the last money last night. I canceled that. And now I'm having a meetup event this Saturday, which is a little bit stressful, not much, but a little bit in Atlanta, because I don't know how many people are going to show up, So that's a little bit stressful, but not too much because that's not like something people paid for. It's like we're just going to be networking. We're going to be talking tech. And so events stress me out, right? Which moving forward, I probably won't be doing any more events. I probably would speak at events. Speaking of speaking at events, I will be speaking at PodFest in May in Orlando, Florida. And then I'll be back to speak at Black Pod Festival here in Atlanta like that Sunday. So the 26th, I think I'm speaking at PodFest in Orlando. I'm going to fly back on the 28th, so I'll be back in time to speak at Black PodFest here in Atlanta. Yeah, I'll be all over the place talking podcasting because podcasting is great. I love it. So anyway, just wanted to, I said so much yesterday that you guys didn't hear. I can't repeat it because I don't remember what I said. But anyway, I didn't mess up today. I'm on point today. So let's get on with this show. Today is also Talk Business Tuesday. So we'll be talking business on the second half an hour of the show. We're going to be talking business. We're going to be talking about leveraging books and ebooks to grow your business. And I may have talked about this before, but the reason I brought it up is because I'm working on something right now, and I could tell y'all about that too, and I'm excited about that. But I wanted to put together. So I've been doing books since '98, right? I still don't consider myself a writer. I consider myself an entrepreneur who know how to put how-tos on a book. So I don't consider people that I consider writers are people that write novels. Those are the people that I consider writers. And then there's some good entrepreneurs too that write good books. I just don't consider myself like a writer because my stuff is pretty basic and to the point and not without a lot of fluff. So I'm working on a book and I'll tell y'all about it. But we're going to talk about how to leverage digital publishing and self-publishing. And I think I've talked about this before, but it came up again, so I must need to talk about it again because it came up for me this morning, so I must need to talk about it again. So we'll talk about that right around the 10:30ish hour. So if you can't stay right now after the horoscope, come back around 10:30ish if you want to know about book, because I talked about that last week too, right? I talked about the process of self-publishing, but I talked about that on the video portion last Thursday. Speaking of that, we got a guest coming on this Thursday. He was supposed to be my guest last Thursday, but there was a conflict. There was an error with the time in the calendars. And so he's coming on. He's going to talk about how to write a book in 12 hours. But I'm going to talk about how to leverage those digital publishing and ebooks and things like that to help you grow your business. So got a lot of good projects going on in that space, and I'm excited about all of them. But anyway, let's get on with the show. Today is Tuesday, April the 19th. It's also National Amaretta Day. Now, here's the thing. Listen here. Let me tell y'all something right now. I ain't telling y'all to go out there and get y'all a whole bunch of amaretto. I'm just saying it's National Amaretta Day. You drink responsibly, okay? Okay now, because I know some of y'all give me an amaretto and orange juice. And y'all be doing amaretto and orange juice all day long. Don't do that. Don't do that unless you're off. Unless you're off and you just want to chill out and relax, do your thing. But if you got to be driving and you got to be at work and you got to mind them kids, don't do that. No amaretto orange juice all day long. I've never drank amaretto before. I know people that drink amaretto and orange juice. I know it's some kind of liqueur, not a liquor, a liqueur. That's all I can tell you about that. But I know people who like amaretto and orange juice. I've never drank it before. I'm not a drinker, so I haven't drunk a lot of stuff. I think I've drunk Patron probably 4 times, and each time it just knocked me off my feet. I drank it at my birthday before I left Jersey, and that was years ago, because I've been here almost, what's this, 9 years? June will be 9 years I've been in Georgia, so it was way before that. And then I drank, I'm not a drinker, though. And when I do drink, it's very social drinking. It's not me just getting, just wasted. And it's like the same one drink all night. I'm just not. I can have fun without that. Right? I just can't. I've always been able to have fun without drinking. Always. I used to go to the club and you would think I had been drinking, and I had the same Kiafa and orange juice because Kiafa was like the most mildest thing I could order so that I didn't get drunk. Here's my other reason for not drinking. I need to stay in control. I'm not a control freak, but I need to be in control of me. And when I drink, I'm not out of control, but I'm dead. I'm sleepy. Like I'm ready to lay down. I don't know what's going on. I'm tired. It doesn't do me well. So I'm not a drinker. But anyway, it's National Amaretta Day, so go ahead, drink responsibly. It's also National Garlic Day. Every day is probably National Garlic Day for me because I pretty much put garlic on everything. I like garlic. My mother used to say all the time, oh my God, you love that garlic. I do. And onions. Garlic and onions. Garlic powder and onions. It's also National North Dakota Day. Shout out to North Dakota. I know y'all freezing. We got 48 degrees here in Georgia. Y'all probably like it 0. So happy North Dakota Day. National Oklahoma City Bombing Day, Commemoration Day. Y'all remember that. That was one of the most horrific things we had seen in U.S. history at that time. But boy, have we seen some things after that. So, we're going to celebrate the lives of those who were lost in that bombing. Yep, I remember that. I remember it. And I thought I would never see it again. And then 9/11 happened, and then the pandemic happened. So, just a lot. All right, let's keep it moving. We're going to do these horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Dawson for today, Tuesday, April the 19th. We're going to kick it off like we always do. That is with Aries. Romance appears. Plan a trip to the country or take a drive to the beach. Try not to attempt to do something unless you are fully intent on following through with your plans. Look at you, plan a trip to the country. I love country drives, y'all. Especially when I can just sit back and like ride. Like, I love country drive. I'm country at heart, like for real. Like, the heart of who I am a country girl. I have always been a country girl. I was born in the country. I am country at heart. So country drives, oh my God, just breathtaking and relaxing, especially when I don't have to drive. Even when I do have to drive, I throw on a podcast and I just roll, right? I'm just in it. Like, I'm going to take a country drive when I finish the show because I got something to check out. And so I love it. But anyway, take a country drive. Listen, if you're trying to be romantic right now, take that, especially if you're a dude, take her on a country drive. Just let her sit back and relax and just enjoy the whole vibe of just being on a country road. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's beautiful outside. Yes, I get it. Taurus, I was trying to paint a picture. Did y'all see the picture? Like, the wind is blowing. It's beautiful. The sun is shining. And you're just, I'm talking to the ladies now, you're just laid back and relaxing and just feeling like the wind on your face because the window is rolled down. And he's next to you and you just feeling his energy and his vibe. I know, right? I know I'm right there with you. Taurus, try to spend some time on your own. Travel for business or pleasure. Emotional relationships will be plentiful if you attend group activities. All right, now listen here. Let me just say this, Taurus. Emotional relationships going to be plentiful. Now, here's the thing. You don't need no emotional relationships if you got a situation. Listen, don't do that. Yes, emotional relationships are probably the worst because you're emotionally attached. If you are in a situation, you're in a situation, Taurus, you don't need no plentiful emotional relationships. Get out of the situation and check out the emotional relationships. I'm just trying to help somebody out and save somebody's heart. Gemini, do the necessary chores and then do things that please you. Think before you act. You can find solutions if you're willing to communicate. The key word there, Gemini, is communicate. You have to be, I know you can be stubborn. I know you want your own way. I know you think you know everything. But you got to be willing to communicate and to listen. The key word there being listen. Yeah, you want to listen, okay? You want to solve the problem, you got to be able to communicate and listen. The two go hand in hand today for you, baby. I'm just trying to help you out. Cancer, if you try to manipulate emotional situations, you will find yourself alienated. Lighten up your serious attitude. You can make extra cash by moonlighting. I know you're trying to figure out how to find the time in the day to make the extra money. You're going to do it by moonlighting. Yes, you are. Because that's how you're going to reach. That's when it's quiet in the house. Everybody's asleep. The children have been fed and put to bed. I know you're tired too. But you will find. Let me tell you what happens. This is what happens to me, right? And this will probably happen to you unless you just one of those people just like after 5 o'clock, you just can't go on. What happens to me is that all through the day, I'm working like a crazy person, right? And then I'm tired. And so I say to myself, okay, I'm going to lay down and I'm going to go to bed. Here's what happens. I get this extra burst of energy right around 10 o'clock. And when I do that, I want to get out the bed and start working. When you start to do other work, you can moonlight for another 2 hours. But because you're going to be energized, you're going to be inspired to do something. I'm telling you what I know. But if you lay down and you try to do it while you're laying down, you're going to fall asleep on the computer. But if you get that extra burst, if you get that idea like, okay, let me get up, and you get on that computer, here's the problem with that. Your moonlight, it can turn into daylight. I'm just saying, because once you get in it, if you really get in it and it's good, the next thing you know, the sun will be coming up. Has happened to me millions of times. So I do not get out the bed. I will take my iPad to bed with me because I know at some point I'm going to fall asleep with the iPad. If I get out of that bed, my moonlighting becomes daylight. So I'm just saying, if you want to make some extra cash, I said all that to say, try to moonlight, but know when to turn it off. It gets good to you because you got that extra energy. It's quiet in the house. Nobody's bothering you. The phone is not ringing. The kids are not running around. The spouse is not bothering you. It's quiet. And it's easy to moonlight once you get out of the bed and sit at the computer, you're wide awake. And if it's good, you don't want to stop. I'm just telling you what I know for a fact. You hear what I'm saying? All right. Leo, don't let others restrict you from saying how you feel about family issues. Don't let others bully you into agreeing with them. And don't let others put unreasonable demands on you. Leo, you just got to say no today, baby. Yeah, I'm saying your family is trying to do you. Listen, they're trying to restrict you from saying what you want to say. They're trying to bully you to agreeing with them. They're trying to make unreasonable demands on you. Listen, no. Just say no. The most powerful 2-letter word in our vocabulary is the word N-O. Yes, that is a word. No. Say no. Listen, you got a lot of folks against you today, and you got to put your foot down and say absolutely no. I get it. Some people going to think you've been unreasonable. So what? You got to protect yourself. Just say no. You got a lot going on today with all these people just making demands on you. Say no. Virgo, emotionally, things may not run so smoothly. Deception regarding joint finances or investment will cause upset between family members. Travel should be on your mind, especially after your family will piss you off about investments. Let me say this. When you're thinking about doing anything when it comes to money and business with your family, I would say tread lightly and really, really, really think that thing through. Because what you don't want to happen is to go into any kind of venture where money is involved with your family and it could fall apart. I remember when I was raising money for my first business, I went to my family and friends and they didn't give me any money. Well, let me say this. My mom gave me money. My Uncle Bubba gave me money because he stepped in when my mom got a divorce. So he didn't have kids. So my brother and I were like his kids. He was the sweetest person ever. The best uncle, one of the best uncles I could have. My Uncle David is cool too. Like he lives with me. My Uncle David makes sure everything goes. He's a man of his word. He gonna do it correctly. He gonna do it on time, and he's gonna keep his word. My Uncle Bubba, he was just a sweetheart. He'd give you the shirt off his back and wouldn't tell a soul. When he passed away, I'm sure he took plenty of secrets to the grave with him because we found a lot of them. But anyway, I forgot what I was going to say. I was about to talk about family investments. Anyway, here's the thing. You want to make sure that if you're going to do business with your family, you think that thing through because you don't want anything coming up in the business space. When I first started my very first real business, I went to my family and friends and my mom, my brother, and my Uncle Bubba and a couple. I got one. I can count them. Because it was so few. It was so few who supported me in my ventures. And I'm glad because at the end of the day, I didn't owe a lot of people. And I paid them back. You know, my mom, my brother. My brother gave me his American Express card. Said, use this wisely. And I swear we ran it up to $3,000, $4,000 every month doing the business. We paid it off. And he said to my mom she need to go get an intervention because something is wrong. And he was right. I like to shop, but we were doing business too, so I was doing both. I was shopping and doing business. He gave me the card. Like, take the card. I was like, ah. So anyway, just make sure that if you're going to do business with your family, because here's the thing. If they don't understand that they could lose the money that they invest, that's going to look bad for you. Then it's going to be a problem. It's going to be like, you lost my money. No, we lost your money. But they need to totally understand that. And they need to be very comfortable with losing any money. Not that you invest and start businesses to lose, but it could happen. And you need to make sure that they understand stuff happens. I want to say something else, but this is a family show. Stuff happens. So, I did a promissory note and I paid people back and I was excited about that. I remember my friend Sandra had gave me $500 and I sent her I think it was an invitation to something. So I said to her, hey, I'm sending an invite. I think it was either to my mother's 60th birthday. It was something. I think that's what it was. So when she got the invitation, it was a $500 check in there because I paid her back. And she was like, oh, that was a surprise. But, she believed in me and she invested. I had my good friend Rosa. She was one of the first person to pre-order a doll. My friend, my daughter's great grandmother purchased a doll. My friend Leslie, my friend Ann, they all purchased dolls. So I had a few people that actually pre-ordered the doll. But people in my family, yeah, my mom, my Uncle Bubba, and my brother, Coach Bell. That was it. And my family. That was it. And I'm cool with that. But for a minute, I was mad at the whole family. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Anyway, I said all that to say, make sure if your family's gonna invest in anything with you, everybody know the risk of what could happen. You could lose it all. It's just a fact. All right, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after the song to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noda the Astrologer, Micah Thyssen. Stay tuned.
disagree. It's almost like when we first met. Oh, I don't care, it's getting too late. I want you and I can't wait. Don't wanna spend a minute without you. I know you feel the same. So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move with my body. Come hit me with your touch and make me wanna say, damn. And yeah, you know what's up. Ain't nothing I won't do for your body. So give me all you got right now. I know I'm yours, baby. So come give me love. You know you're mine, baby. So come give me love. Nothing quite like this. I get a high every time we kiss. Can't get enough, baby. So come give me love. All of your love, I can't fake it. When I'm with you, my legs go weak. Yeah. Can you hear it? I think my heart just skipped a beat. Yeah. This feeling is getting so strong. Love me till the morning, love me all night long. There's something special about you. You're the one that I want. So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move with my body. Come hit me with your touch and make me wanna say, damn. And yeah, you know what's up. Ain't nothing I won't do for your body. So give me all you got right now. I know I'm yours, baby. So come give me love. I get a high every time we kiss. Can't get enough, babe. So come give me love. All of your love. Won't you love me till the morning? Love me in the evening. You know what I want. Won't you hold me like I'm yours? Show me that I'm yours. You know just what I want. Won't you love me like the last time? Like our time was right now. Show me what it's about. Love me till the morning. Love me in the evening. You know what I want.
Welcome back. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, giving you the daily horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thys. I'm going to pick it up with Libra. You will have excellent ideas and you should be able to help your partner get ahead. Put all your energy into money-making ventures. Exercise discipline when it comes to controlling bad habits. All right, listen here. Put all your energy into money-making ventures. Do your due diligence. Just don't put it into anything. Right? Don't be just chasing money. Find something that's going to resonate with you, that you can commit to, and then put it all into that. Because there's a bunch. Let me tell you, you want to find some money making ventures? Go on over to YouTube. Just type in money making ideas. It's a million of them. Matter of fact, I'm going to talk about a couple of them on the second part of this show. So be sure to stick around. It's a million of them. So that's the thing. On the flip side to that, exercise discipline when it comes to controlling your bad habits. I get it. I'm trying, y'all. Woo, let me tell you something. I got on the scale today, was 3 pounds down. I was like, yes, I'm going in the right direction. But here's the thing. Exercising, drinking a lot of water, going to bed before 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, not eating big meals in between meals. Yesterday I had peanut butter and apple slices. Yeah, so that was good. So when I got on the scale this morning, I was like, yay. So now I got to keep going in the right direction. All right. Scorpio, go over their important documents and take the time to suggest alternatives. You might find it difficult to control your emotions. Don't be too quick to judge your loved ones. Yes, don't be too quick to judge. People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, so don't be so quick to judge because it could be you. I'm just saying, Scorpio. Sometimes we just want to be judgmental and our house is raggedy. I'm just telling the truth. My house is raggedy sometimes too. Yep, and I try not to judge. I really do, but we are human beings, and that's what we do sometimes. Anybody that say they don't judge, they're lying. I'm just telling the truth. Sagittarius, leave things as they are for the moment and focus on reaching your highest potential at work. This is probably causing upset and confusion on the home front. Don't sign your life away. Listen here, read the fine print, Sagittarius. I know we don't like to read contracts. Nobody does. And then you sign something and be like, yeah, you signed it and you didn't read it. So don't sign your life away. If you don't understand what you're reading, then give it to a professional and let them read it for you. Make sure that you're signing the right documents. You don't want to sign away the house, the kids, the car, the dog, your life. Just do that. Capricorn, set a limit on the amount you're willing to spend and be sure to stick to it. Yeah, I know. That's rough, right? Don't let siblings put pressure on you. You can make extra money. Yes, you can, because you're creative, Capricorn. The Capricorns that I know, and I know about 6, they're all very creative. So you can make some extra money, hone your craft, and sell it. Rewards will be yours if you put in the overtime required. But that hard work, baby, you can't just create and let it sit there. You got to put in that overtime. You can do it. Words of encouragement. Aquarius, don't be too quick to react. Opportunities will develop through those you encounter while attending organizational events. You may have difficulties with in-laws or family members. Ooh, yeah. Okay, don't be so quick to react. Take a minute. Somebody's going to say something that you want to react to. Before you react, just take a second. Take a second to think it through. Because here's the thing. You can't take it back once you say it. Right? So don't react just yet. I'm not telling you to go sleep on it for a week. That's not what I'm saying, because I don't believe in that. I believe in taking a minute. Matter of fact, take 2. But I ain't saying go sleep on it for a week, then bring it back up. If we don't talk about it right then, I really don't want to talk about it. I may give you a night to think on it. But after that, 2, 3, 4, 5 nights, I want to hear it. By the night number 2.5, I do not, it's dead. I want to hear it. All right, so listen, take a minute. Last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces, you will get along well with your colleagues today. You will enjoy the interaction with youngsters and take great pride in the projects you've completed. Yes, I understand that. You can accomplish a lot if you direct your thoughts towards starting your own small business on the side. Listen, that's definitely not for me, because I got 2 businesses I'm running right now. Really, I got one, and one I'm about to launch. So, well, maybe that is for me. Here's the things, fish. Y'all know I'm a diehard entrepreneur to the day they put me in the box. This is who I am. I love being an entrepreneur. Yes, it's stressful a lot of times. Yes. I lose sleep. Yes, I create bad habits because I want to work all day long. Yes, all of that. But I can't see myself doing anything other than that. Honest, I've tried to work for people. It does not work out well for me. I've tried to just take a minute from being an entrepreneur and go to work for somebody else, and it always seems to fail. Why? Because I am an entrepreneur at the core of who I am. Now, that being said, being an entrepreneur is not easy, because you have to have discipline. You have to have that stick to it nature. You have to be focused. A lot of times I'm not focused on, because I'm that person that's multi-passionate. I'm a multi-passionate person. I realized just this morning, I'm telling you, I was in the kitchen and I was like, I am my happiest when I'm creating a business. That's when I'm my happiest. Like, somebody should just pay me to create something and they just buy it. I've never even thought about trying to do that. Like, I need to just start businesses and flip them, because that's when I'm my happiest. And I'm telling you, I come up with some of the greatest ideas, and you'd be like, oh my God, and I want to do them all. I should just create businesses and flip them. Like, I'm going to flip them for like $5,000. I'm going to do the website. I'm going to put all the pieces together, and I'm going to flip it. I never even thought about doing that. But that's when I'm my happiest, for real, when I'm creating businesses. When I have these great ideas and I want to take them out of my head and turn them into something, I am my absolute happiest. And I know that may sound crazy to some, but it is. And I realized that just this morning. That's when I'm super duper energized and charged. When I have another great idea, that's why I have 240, I let some of them go. I think I got 243 domain names. I don't buy them because I'm squatting. I'm buying because those are all ideas. or some variations of an idea, right? So I realize I'm my most happiest when I'm start creating businesses, and I need to figure out how to sell them. I need to just start them, put everything in place, and then sell it. I've never thought about that to this day. This morning I was making my breakfast. So anyway, it takes a lot to start a business, but it takes even more to keep it going. Right now, this show right here, yeah, it's been going now for 4 years. I don't see it stopping. I only see it expanding because I love it that much. So, all right, that's all the horoscopes I got for you today. Remember, I'm going to talk business in a minute after I give you some news. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. with more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thorson. Now let's get on to some news that you can use. Yeah. Duluth is trying to figure out what to do with Gwinnett Place Mall. Yeah, they're trying to figure out what exactly they want to do with that because it's been sitting there and the county bought it, and now they want to figure out, okay, what are we gonna do with this mall? Yeah, so Gwinnett Place Community Improvement Development Center will hold an open house and a design workshop on Wednesday at the Holiday Inn Express. They want to talk about what can we do with it. They want the public feedback about what to do with that space at the Gwinnett Place Mall because it's just been sitting there for so long. Yep. So a block party was held last week to present Duluth residents with some early ideas about the space and what it could be. It's called Reclaim Gwinnett Place. It was an equity study. Both the equity study and the revitalization strategy are expected to be finished within the next few months with the goal of having everything finished by the end of the summer. Meanwhile, Gwinnett Place Community Improvement District will hold a open house workshop this Wednesday. So for more information about that, you can go to Gwinnett Daily Post. It's there to find out what that actually looks like. I think that's going to be kind of cool for them to get some feedback on that. To get that information out there. I've been in quite a few meetings lately, y'all, and I realized that there's a lot of money floating around Georgia that came from the CARES Act or the American Rescue Plan Act that came out. So, and people have been asking questions, where is the money? Like, I've heard, I've been in meetings with Congresswoman Carolyn Bordeaux. She said there's money. I've been in meetings with commissioners. They say there's money. But where is the money? Like, we know it's there. Where is it? How can we access the money? That's the question on everybody's mind. Well, Norcross has said, their officials announced 7 nonprofit organizations will receive a total of $480,000 in COVID relief funds to help residents and the city recover from the pandemic. Yes. The funding came from the American Rescue Plan Act for nonprofit. It's a grant program. Money that Norcross received to distribute to nonprofit groups in the city. The funds can be used to help residents with food assistance, utility aid, job training assistance, child care assistance, eviction protection, and other uses allowed under the American Rescue Plan Act. So that money is coming from just Norcross, the city of Norcross. So they're giving $480,000 to nonprofits. And now here are the nonprofits that are getting that money. Neighborhood Cooperative Ministries, St. Vincent de Paul. So Neighborhood Cooperative is getting $170,182. St. Vincent de Paul is getting $99,000. Sir Familia is getting $88,000. Next Generation Focus is getting $38,000. Helping Mamas is getting $34,000. Corners Outreach is getting $25,000, and Good Sam of West Gwinnett is getting $25,000. So that money is in Norcross. If you know you need access to any of the services that I just mentioned, you can go to those organizations and say, hey, I need help, because that's what they're getting that money for, to help you. For more information and to go through the list again, go to GwinnettDailyPost.com and you'll see the complete list of organizations that will receive that $480,000, and you can go to them and say, hey, I need help. And so if you need help with eviction protection, if you need help with child care assistance, if you need help with job training assistance, food assistance, utility aid, that money is there through those nonprofit organizations. And that money is going to be given out from the city of Norcross in the form of a grant from the American Rescue Plan Act. So money is available. So make sure you just knock on the doors and say, hey, I need help. I'm just trying to help you help yourself. If you need the help, go out there and tell them, I need the help. Don't wait till the last minute and be like, oh, I needed help. I thought I heard about it. Don't do that. Don't do that. So just make sure that you check it out. I think that a lot of times we don't even know the money's out there. I know that has been the question on everybody's mind. Like, where the heck is the money? You know, where is the money? And I've been in these meetings saying, okay, so you got this money, but how does somebody get access to the money? That has been a good question. All right, so Gwinnett Library Start Building Your Business Today with New Start Entrepreneurship Incubator, NSEI, is a 6-month business program designed to help previously incarcerated community members start their own business and become their own boss. I said I was going to stop by that program last time just to stop by and say hi. They're going to be starting their 3rd cohort here in July. So deadline to file your application is May the 20th. So go to the Gwinnett Public Library. If you know you have been incarcerated and you want to start a business because nobody will hire you, because a lot of times when you have a felony record, it's hard to get a job. And so I'm telling you to go through that program. It's an incubator program. It is a free program. It is being held at the Gwinnett Public Library. The deadline for your application is Friday, May the 20th. The classes are going to begin in July. It is a 6-month? It's a 6-month program. 6-month program. The program will cover business plan creation, financial basics, marketing and branding, and much more. Go through that program. Start your business. There are so many opportunities out there right now to start a business. And it's free. And it's an incubator. It's not just a one-off. It's a 6-month incubator, which means they're going to nurture you and your business. And if you know that you've been struggling to get a job, think about starting a business. Right? So today is Talk Business Tuesday. That leads me right into the next part of what I want to talk about today. And that is creating supplemental material to go with your business. So I'm in the process of launching a new tech cohort for women in tech. And the reason I decided to do this was back in January. I'm sure you guys probably heard me talk about it because I was talking about it pretty much every day. I launched an NFT for my doll, right? It's called the Madam Butterfly NFT. If you want to know more information about it, go to MadamButterflyNFT.com. NFT, that's N as in Nancy, F as in Frank, T as in Tom, NFT, MadamButterflyNFT.com. So I launched this NFT back in January, and I was so excited, but it was so stressful because I didn't know anything about an NFT. I didn't know how to create one. I didn't know how, and I still don't know how to market it the right way because it's still kind of hanging out there. It's going to be live for 6 months. And I kind of once I looked at the technology, I kind of stopped and wait a minute. There's a lot of opportunities here, not just for myself, but for others. So I went on this whole mission of learning more about the NFT and the metaverse and, how that can help women in business and all these great things. And so I just kept doing my research. So what happened was I added a component to Noise Media Network, which is a media and marketing company where I am the founder and CEO. I launched augmented reality for print. So what does that mean? You may be saying. I'm saying, well, if you want to have someone create a barcode scan, and they see you talking on that barcode scan, or they see a little thing pop off the page and start talking to them, or they see it pop off the page and it's standing in their office 6 feet tall, that's augmented reality. And I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. So I added that service to my company because I was like, well, I love it because I want people to be able to scan a barcode and get a message from me or some smart AI that I've created and get that message. So I added that to the business, but I realized, oh my God, there are just a lot of opportunities in this space because not everybody's going to be like me and learn how to do these things, but they probably will want these things. So I started to look deeper and deeper into Web 3.0 and the metaverse and augmented reality and virtual reality and XR reality and MR reality. And oh my God, it just keeps going on. All the realities just keep going on and on. They even got one called what is it called? It's something with the hands though. So it's where you can actually feel in virtual reality. Yes, I know virtual reality is virtual, but when you put on certain types of wearable clothing, tech clothing, you can actually feel stuff in the meta. It's crazy. It's freaky and it's crazy. And I had all kinds of crazy ideas when I learned about that reality. But anyway, I wanted to spread the word to other women. I wanted to demystify getting into these tech spaces. I wanted to create something where they can get into these spaces. So I decided to launch a tech company for women. and to give them an opportunity to get in this space, because there's a lot of money to be made. There's a lot of opportunities, whether you want to be a business owner in this space or you want to be an employee in this space. There's going to be a lot of money, because not everybody's going to be that person that can do the things that are required. Not everybody's going to take the time to learn the skills like I do. Like I will learn something that interests me in a New York minute, right? And so that's why I learned to do the NFT. So I learned everything over like 2 months on how to do the NFT, did it, and actually launched it. I was so proud of myself. But I could teach people that. And then I know other people that can teach that kind of stuff. And I was like, you know what? I need to launch a tech company so I can help women feel more comfortable with tech. They don't have to be afraid of tech. They don't have to think it's so difficult. Because if I can learn it, you can learn it. And I got entrepreneur ADD. All day long. Listen, I just told y'all I have these great ideas and I just want to start stuff. I call that entrepreneur ADD because that's how I am. But for the person that's focused, if I can show them how to learn something, because they're focused. My daughter's like that. My daughter's extremely focused, right? She's not like me. She's not swayed by a million ideas. She's going to pick one thing and she's going to stick to that one thing, and that's all she's going to do, that one thing. That ain't her mama. But if I could get her to see what I've been telling her, I need you to learn how to do digital filmmaking because you're in the film space. You need to learn how to do this. And I think in her mind, she thinks it's a lot of work. And it's going to take some time for you to moonlight and learn how to do it. But once you do it, you're going to be a beast. Do you hear what I'm saying? So I said to her, I've been telling her this, and she's like, oh, okay. And I think because and now she's a technical person. She's a technical engineer. But it's kind of like out the scope of her job. And when it comes to filmmaking, she's so used to doing filmmaking the way it's always been done, which is take the camera, get some lightings, get some microphones, and shoot. She doesn't understand that there is another way to do this that's cost you less money, right? So anyway, I decided to launch this tech program. And with the tech program, I am creating a resource guide to go along with it, a paper guide, right? Because I need people to take some time before they decide to apply for my program, read through what it actually is. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to put together a resource guide. And this resource guide is going to be a guide for sale. And here's the thing. I don't want people wasting my time. So I want, if you're serious about doing this, you're going to make the $27 investment that it's going to cost for this resource guide I'm going to put together. You're going to read through it, and then you're going to come back to the website, and then you're going to sign up to be a part of this free cohort it's going to be free. Like the cohort is going to be free. The resource guide, you're going to have to pay for it. So if you can't make a $27 investment, then you cannot be a part of this course because it's a 12-month incubator. 12 months, and you need to be committed for 12 months. So if you can't make a $27 investment, you can't be a part of my program. And I'm not saying that to be harsh, but it's going to take discipline. It's going to take commitment. It's going to take you getting bumps and bruises. It's going to take you showing up when you don't feel like it. I did a program a few months ago, and I think it had about 8 women in it. I could tell right off the bat who was serious and who wasn't. Pretty much none of them were. It was probably one. And I was like, this is nuts. And I'm sitting there saying to myself in my mind, I'm wasting my time because they either show up, they don't turn the camera on, they don't participate, they don't do the homework. I'm like, oh God. But I got paid, so I had to do it. But when I tell you it was a waste of time, because after that, nobody showed up. One person shows up and she kind of, she's doing this, she's doing that. Nothing that we talked about in the class. I'm like, oh. So I'm creating a resource guide. So I shared that to say with you, if you have a business and you want people to understand better about what you do and how you can help them, create some form of print resource guide. Even if it's everything I do, yes, it could be digital, but it's going on Amazon too. When I make a journal, it goes on Amazon. It could be digital, but it's also going on Amazon. Why? Because people on Amazon buying stuff. So why won't I put it on Amazon? So this particular resource guide, it's going to go on every platform where I can sell stuff. Etsy, Shopify, Amazon, BigCommerce. I'm putting it everywhere because I need people to get the resource guide, and I need to tap into what we're trying to do. And we're trying to start a movement to put more women in tech, especially in Web 3.0 and the metaverse, because there's so many great opportunities available, and we don't want you to miss out on it. I'm not missing it. I ain't missing none of that. So I'm trying to make sure that you don't miss it either. So if you have a business right now and you want to get more people to understand what you do, create some type of guide, either a workbook or a resource guide, some kind of inspiration. Create a book of case studies. If you know you've helped a certain amount of people, create a book of case studies so they can take the book and read it. Because I'm a paper person. I'm going to tell you that right now. Like, I know they say, oh, everything is online. But there are studies that have been showing that people are kind of getting off online because they're kind of tired of being online. They want to be offline. And so I'm sure if you look at book sales, they're probably going up because people, yes, they like being online, but it's like online fatigue right now. So now is the perfect time for you to launch something. Even if you say, you know what, quarterly, I'm going to launch a magazine quarterly just about my business and my clients. That's great. Because now you got something to show quarterly to the prospective customer that's coming in, and then put it on Amazon. Give it a name and put it on Amazon, right? And then make it digital on your website. And now here's the thing: you just got to go through some small parameters to make it digital for a download, but you can do that too. And that could do one or two things. That can increase your bottom line because now people are going to sign up with you for your service, or you can just make it a paid product and you're going to make revenue from that paid product. For me, it's knowing what I'm trying to accomplish with this new business. And it's also saying to me, if you don't take the time to pay $27, you're not a good fit for this program because it's going to take you a lot more time. It's going to take a lot more financial investment. The course is free, but you're still going to have to invest something. Like to move past what you learn, you're going to have to invest something. And if $27 is too much right out the gate, then don't waste your time. And that probably sounds a little harsh to some people, but it's just the reality of what it is. If people can't take the time to buy your resource guide to see how you can help, and I know a lot of people give that stuff away for free because they want to get the emails. I get that. That's a lead magnet. You get an email. But I don't want people wasting my time because I don't have any more time to get back. So I would prefer you say, you know what, I'm going to make this $27 investment. I'm going to still get on her email list. But now I know whether or not I want to work with her. Now I know whether or not when she sends me out an email, I want to stay on the list. I'm not just looking. I want to, because I got the resource guide or I got her publication or her book. I know that I like her. I want to work with her. I want to follow her because I love what she's doing. If you buy the book and you don't like what I'm doing, then you won't be on the mailing. You was unsubscribed to the mailing list, which is fine because I want the people who want to be there to be there. I don't want to just be dragged, and I see people do that all. You can't drag folks to success, y'all. You can't. It's like trying to lead the horse to the water and making them drink. You cannot drag people to success. So stop trying. That's all. And I'm gonna close that out with my statement. And I know I'm supposed to go to a song. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to a song, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna pick up right there for my closing statement. So anyway, if you have a business, think about something that you can, some kind of paper product that you can go. You can do a journal. If you're in the financial industry, create a financial journal. If you're a life coach, create a life journal. If you're a business coach, create a business journal. Very low content, easy to produce kind of thing. Give somebody an outline, a daily planner, a fitness journal, a fitness planner. If you're a parenting schedule, create something that you can give to people so you can help them get on track. And if you got knowledge you want to share, create case studies. Like I love case studies. Like I'm a stories person, but I love case studies because when I look at a case study, I can see what the problem was. I can see what the person came to you to do, and I can see what the outcome was after you helped them. I love case studies. So if you've helped a bunch of people do something, create a book of case studies and then give it to people. So now they can see your work. They can see what you do, So I hope that helps. And that could create another stream of income from you, or it could definitely help you build your list because you can use it as a lead magnet. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm working on a resource guide for this tech space. I'm excited about the tech space itself. I'm excited about the resource guide. That's going to help solidify my space in tech as a woman in tech, especially a black woman in tech. And so, because I'm in tech, because I have created an NFT, because I do know how to build websites. I built that website in 3 days, and it's gorgeous. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, oh. Now, let me just say this. I didn't build it from scratch. I built the WordPress site with a WordPress theme, but not everybody can do that either. Like, they be like, oh my God, I got to build a WordPress site. What is that? It's not Wix. No, it's not Wix. Wix, to me, Wix can be a little bit more difficult than WordPress. I built Wix sites before. I'm like, oh, I hate Wix. I'm not a fan of Wix. Weebly, I love Weebly. I just don't think that it has enough plugins like WordPress does. And when I built Good Morning Gwinnett, I built it on Weebly. I wish I had built a WordPress site, but I didn't. Now I can't move it, and I don't want to move it. It's gonna stay right there. It does what it's supposed to do, but the new site is built on WordPress. So, yeah, I can do tech. I could do tech. I do tech, right? So, anyway, I'm gonna go to my last song, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna give you my word of inspiration for the day. So stay tuned. I'll be right back after this song. Welcome back. So listen, guys, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I just want to continue what I was saying about dragging people to success. And this is my word of inspiration for today. You cannot drag people to success. I know you want to see them succeed, right? You want to see them be great at what they do. You see the potential that they have. Here's the problem. They don't see that. So until they can see what you see, it's going to be useless. You're going to waste a lot of energy trying to drag people to success. If you're climbing the ladder to success and you're trying to pull somebody up and they holding on to the bottom of the ladder, you're not going to go anywhere, and neither are they. So stop trying to drag people to the top with you. Go ahead to the top, get on up there, and when they get ready to come, lend them a hand and pull them on up. They can't go with you right now. Their mind is not there. They're not ready for that. And I know because I've seen people like that. You be like, oh my God, she has so much potential. Yes, they do. But here's the thing. They don't see it. And you trying to make them see it. They won't see it until they get ready to see it. And some people never see it. Unfortunately, some people never see success. There's someone in my circle. She is the sweetest person. And she's always trying to drag people. I mean, constantly. She got to call them for everything. And in my mind, I'm thinking, you should not have to call somebody to tell them come and be successful. You should not have to do that. They should be calling you. Hey, what do I need to be doing right now? Who do I need to be talking to? You shouldn't have to call them to remind them that, hey, we're doing this thing that's going to help you be successful. You shouldn't have to do that. And I feel like when you have to do that, that person is really they're not there. If they don't take the initiative, and you can tell, let me tell you something. I say this all the time. The person that's serious about something, they find out the information. You ain't got to call them. You ain't got to drag them. You ain't got to force them. You ain't got to guilt them into feeling like they should be doing something. They do it. The one thing I said, and I'll say this openly, if I'm doing something, if I'm committed to something, I'm going to do it. If it's something I really don't care about, I'm not going to do it. I'm just not. But I can tell you this, you ain't got to drag me to where I want to go. Oh, no. If I want to go there, I'm going to figure out how to get there. You don't have to drag me, and you shouldn't have to drag anybody to where they say they want to go. The key word there, they say they want to go. Because here's the thing, if they want to go, they'll be on that path to get there. They're not sitting home doing absolutely nothing, saying, I really want to go. Nah, they're trying to figure out how to get there, baby. They're actually making moves. They're calling, they're texting, they're visiting, they're networking, they're researching. Oh, they're doing it. I didn't learn how to do an NFT by saying I want to do an NFT. I learned how to do an NFT by doing an NFT. Let me say that again. I didn't learn how to do an NFT by saying I want to do an NFT. I learned how to do an NFT by doing an NFT. What did that take? Plenty of headaches. My husband will tell you, stuff is rendering for days. When I first did my first launch of the NFT, it had to render, right? To go into the NFT marketplace. I was trying to get on OpenSea. A whole week, the thing was spinning. I'm like, this can't be normal. I'm on Discord. Discord is very noisy. I'm on Discord talking to all these people like my NFT is still spinning. And somebody said, mine too. Yeah. Frustration. But I didn't stop. There were plenty of days I'm like, man, forget this crap. My husband would tell you, I would get in the bed, say, forget this crap. I'm not doing this. I would get in the bed, lay down to go to sleep, and something hit me, said, get up and go try one more time. I got out, and this happened plenty of times, y'all, because I really wanted this NFT to launch. I kept doing it until I actually launched it. It's on OpenSea right now. MadameButterflyNFT.com. MadameButterflyNFT.com. Nobody had to drag me. I wanted it to happen. I had no idea what it was when I started. Didn't know how to do it. Didn't know how to make it different. I was trying to do a collection of 5,000. Had no clue what that meant. They had to be 5,000 unique pieces. I'm like, how the heck am I going to do that? Why is it different? Well, I figured it out. I was like, okay, let me go to YouTube. Let me watch this video. And I figured it out until I kept searching and researching, and I figured it out. You don't have to drag anybody to where they say they want to go. I saw that's my message. So stop trying to drag people with you. Stop trying to drag them to success. Stop trying to drag them up the ladder with you, and they're holding on to the bottom of the freaking ladder. Let go of the hands. Let it go. They'll figure out how to, listen, they will figure out how to get back down that ladder or come up. And on their way up, then you give them a hand. That's all I got for you today. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last 59 minutes with me. And I love you and appreciate you for that. Listen, be sure to connect with me on Facebook at Good Morning Gwinnett. Connect with me on Instagram at Good Morning Gwinnett. And connect with me on the Twitter at GM Gwinnett, the number 1. If you listen to the show on Apple Podcasts, find your favorite 2 episodes and give it 5 stars and subscribe to the show. And also, be sure to tune in live. You can go to Good Morning Gwinnett every morning, Monday through Thursday. Go to Good Morning Gwinnett and tune in live. Live. You see the button? As soon as I go live, my player on this website light up live. On Thursday, I got a guest coming back to talk about more about book publishing, so you don't want to miss that. We missed him last week, but I did share a little bit about my journey. But you don't want to miss this because he's talking about how to do it in in 12 hours. So be sure to tune in Thursday at 10:30 for the live video. But all you gotta do is go to Good Morning Gwinnett, click on the tab that says Watch Live. At 10:30 we go live. All right, so thank you again for listening. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent some time with me, and I love you and appreciate you for that. Stay safe out there. I will be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m., God willing. Until next time, my friends, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.